Whoa, what's up? What's good? This is Clifton Ubri, and I got some bad news for the smartphone market, unfortunately. LG is actually leaving the mobile division, the mobile area for smartphones, and really it's bad news for everybody because no one wins with this. But just kind of want to speak on it. LG has really been a innovator in the smartphone area. Now, I know personally me, for smartphones, I started off with HTC. I had the Touch Pro, the Touch Pro 2, I had the 3D. It wasn't the greatest phone, but I still enjoyed it. There was innovation going on there. From the 3D, I had the HTC One M7, as it's also known, and I I found myself looking for another smartphone after about that 2 year range of having the M7. And during that time frame, we kind of started seeing HTC start to fall apart a little bit. They did have some decent phones after that, but they had some missteps. But I was looking for another smartphone, and I did a little bit of research, looked up some information, and I came across the LG G4. Well, that phone, after playing with it in the store a little bit, I actually decided to try it and purchase that phone. Instantly, with how the cameras worked and just everything overall, I really enjoyed the phone. But there were a few issues. After about a year, I ran into what so many people basically bash LG to this day on is boot loop. I got another phone from my carrier, and they gave me another LG G4. And to this day, I still have that phone. Right here is the LG G4. And reason I kept it is because really it still works well. That phone, I can still record video on it to this day and it still looks pretty good. But I went from the LG G4 and to what you can see here also is the V20. That phone was really what I would consider a beast. That phone was really good. Even through this time, I basically never saw a commercial about LG phones. I saw maybe something on YouTube at some point, once or twice. Maybe that's it. But the V20 did well. They had the quad decks in there. They had the wide angle, which was new to smartphones and a definite innovative thing that they put in place. It was a metal design with the V20, and you still had the removable battery, which many smartphone makers were getting rid of. From that point, we have the V40. That was my next smartphone purchase, and to this day, I still use it. And what's so crazy is that that phone, I have taken pictures, and I have had people see my pictures and ask what phone took that picture. And I'm like, oh, the LG V40. And all they look at me and ask is, what is a V40? So that there tells you, and it was multiple people, that LG doesn't market. And that's where we get to the problem we have right now. LG didn't market their phones. They have really good phones, but they don't market it. And that's a problem. You can have the best product ever, but if no one knows of it, how would anyone ever know it's actually a great product? You have to set yourself apart from everybody else. You have to show to people, the consumer, that there is a need for your phone. LG didn't do that. YouTubers bash LG for basically no reason in my eyes. But I don't think that was a really big deciding factor on people not buying LG phones. They just didn't know those phones existed. And LG should have been fixed that problem. So, as we have today, LG is leaving the smartphone market. I would hope that they could come back. It's not good for anybody. LG innovated. The more smartphone companies that you find leave the market, the less compelled the top companies are going to be to innovate. And if there's no innovation, that becomes stagnation. And from that point, people become bored with smartphones. The smartphone companies are going to feel that they can just put out anything and people are still going to buy it. And we kind of see that at the top currently. We haven't been seeing a lot of innovation lately. Now, LG has come up with things like the Wing, which didn't take hold, but it's something different. And that's what we need. Hopefully, OnePlus or Sony or somebody can fill that void and start doing something that people love. We still had LG still trying to hold on to the headphone jack, which is really good for people who are trying to do content creation. When you can plug in, especially I've noticed with plugging into the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack with external mics, with the LG phones having a quad DAC, it sounds better than most of the phones. Headphones definitely sound far better, and you still have the option of Bluetooth. I don't see anything wrong with that. But with that being said, hopefully someone can fill that void. But as of this point, LG is gone. I don't know what smartphone I would purchase at this point. I'm really looking at the V60. But beyond that, what is there? Will it be Sony? Will it be OnePlus? They're seeming to be potentially promising maybe a year or two from now with their new partnership. We'll see. But from this point, unfortunately, we have to say bye to LG. Hopefully, we'll get something good beyond LG. Everyone, take care. If you stuck around, please, if you like any of the content that I bring, subscribe. And I hope everyone have a good day, good night, and all of that. And hopefully you had a great holiday. Y'all take care, and later.